guys. Kitty, stop hitting the stand. Just like rubbing up against the phone stand. Welcome back to Scott Family Homestead. We're here in the store again, setting up, getting ready for our pork. So it's coming back today. Ryan's out getting it right now. He's got to work, so he went super early this morning. It's my job to build all of the boxes, to organize all the things. So this is my new box of boxes that I ordered, and it has different sizes, and I like these. These are going to be perfect little ones for my tubes of sausage and ground pork. Bigger ones. This is a whole variety pack. We got 4-inch, I believe it's 6-inch, and then there's also 8-inch. So I'm going to work through making some of these and tell you a little bit about our week, because it's been a wild one. If you haven't seen it yet, I have a reel or a short up. We got some hail damage. We had golf ball sized hail come through and kind of wipe out the garden. So you can go watch that short, and it's going to have a lot more images and video in it of each individual plant and kind of what happened. But I'll show you a little bit here. It basically came through in just a matter of minutes. We were hearing a bunch of thunder. I had just looked at the radar. I didn't see any warnings. It ended up being a storm warning, but I had just looked at the radar and it was these little spots of red, and we thought it would just blow through and it would be no big deal. I didn't put my car in the garage. I didn't think anything of it as far as hail. And then we started getting the pea-sized hail, just tons of it, just so much. And then it started getting bigger and bigger. I could hear it hitting my car. I said to Ryan, like, what are we gonna do with my car? He's like, nothing we can do now. Like, can't go out there. We ended up getting hail that was quarter-sized, golf ball sized. My car is all dented up. The siding of the house is dented up. Our kitchen window was partway open, and the hail went through the screens. Like, all the screens on the back side of our house are just full of holes. We had golf ball sized hail in the kitchen sink, on the kitchen floor, in the shower. It went through the bathroom window, and like, that's all tile, so I never really worry about the window. I keep it cracked open just a tiny bit, and so that window's destroyed. All the glass and storm windows are okay, but the screens are all gonna have to be replaced. The siding, we have aluminum siding on our house. That's all dented up on pretty much every side of the house, but the back side especially bad. And it's just kind of a mess. So obviously right away we were worried about the high tunnel because it's plastic. So we went out there, and it has holes in it. It has a lot of holes in it, but none of them are big, huge holes. I think the plastic had enough flex that when the hail was hitting, a lot of it bounced off. There's tons of dents, and there are holes, but it didn't destroy it. Like, we can still grow in there, and I would rather leave that plastic on until next spring and replace it, and not really have to worry about it through the winter, than to take it off now and try to replace it with the plants in there, because all of the tomatoes and peppers are fine. Everything in the high tunnel is fine. Everything outside of the high tunnel is in pretty rough shape. It wasn't great. I'll tell you that. But plants want to survive, so I have a lot of hope that stuff is going to grow back. I'm going to clip back like the greens and things that are in bad shape. I'm going to clip back all those leaves and just hope that they put out new growth and that we'll be okay. I'm also going to start some fall seeds in a little bit here and plant those in the high tunnel because I still have some space. So maybe we can like stretch our season a little bit. But it's definitely a lot of work that just kind of went away, just washed away in 2 minutes time. It's crazy how things can change so very quickly. So that was kind of the bummer of the week. But we had some really good things too. So I'm really grateful that we didn't lose everything. My husband's car, or both of his trucks were out. His 1964 Ford and his current Ford. and they're fine. There's like not a dent in them. So I don't know why my car took it so bad. They were parked under trees, so I think the trees slowed it down. It was weird. It was like fall, but all the leaves were green. Like the yard and everything was just full of leaves because all the trees got hit so hard that the leaves came down. It's so crazy. I've never seen anything like it. But they're fine. Kids are fine. Animals are fine. The cows are all wet, like they stood out in it. They have shelters, but they didn't care. They were fine. Piglets were fine. Chickens are fine. Everybody's good. So, not too much to complain about as far as that goes. We got some insurance things. They might cover stuff. They might not. I'm not super hopeful at this point. But what will be will be. We were out walking the other day, and I took this picture because we were walking past the fence post across the street, and I thought, this is so pretty. And then I told my husband, I said, the kids are surrounded by beauty all the time. And I wonder if they notice it. Like, is it profound to them? Like how pretty things are, like the sunflowers that we grow and the farm that we live on and the property across the street and like rolling hills, Highland cows in the backyard. Like, do they see the beauty of it? Like, are we, because we're always talking about like the hail thing was a huge deal, you know, like so negative about it. I cried. I told the kids, I swore when I saw my car all dented up, I cried when I saw the garden. Like, not overly so, but I teared up and I was bummed out for sure. And I mean, the kids see that and they see us talking about to-do lists, like we have to do this weekend, we're behind on this, we have to get this done, or you know, just so many things where we're busy, we work hard, and there's a lot where it's just mundane chores, like daily things. A lot of times I'm telling the kids, like, we're living the life that people dream of. I have to remind them, like, this is the dream, guys. This is the dream. Maybe it's not their dream. Maybe they'll decide to go a different way. They will appreciate it someday, I'm pretty sure. Do they see what's right in front of them, or are we being too negative about things and failing to see it? I saw something online recently that said something along the lines of like, the goodness in your day depends on your ability to notice it. And that really hit me. Like, okay, it's a good point, right? Because it's easy to focus on what needs to be done next, what the next job is, what the next negative thing is. But what about like all the goodness, like the little tiny things in your day can completely change your day if you notice them, right? And so I think we need to work with the kids a little bit on that. But then on Father's Day, the kids were playing and we were out in the high tunnel. And for those that don't know, we had a baby born 5 years ago and he was stillborn. His name is Judah. And some of my internet friends, who I appreciate very much, sent me a garden stone for him. And it's beautiful, but it was getting kind of dirty and it's getting kind of worn, and I was telling my husband, like, maybe we should buy another stone so that if and when this one wears out or wears down, it's not as devastating to like lose his stone. And so we were talking about it and I brought over some water and I cleaned off his stone, and we weren't like overly emotional about it, but it was just like, we talk about it every day, so it's not a weird conversation for us. But anyways, I had just done this, and there was no rain in the forecast. Was not supposed to rain. We had hay on the ground, so we were really hoping it wouldn't rain. All of a sudden, it starts to sprinkle, and we're immediately negative about it. Like, oh my gosh, the hay! Like, it's not supposed to rain. And so we step out of the high tunnel, and in front of the house, down the road, is the biggest rainbow I've ever seen. Just massive. And we always say that Judah sends us rainbows. The kids know that. And so we called the kids out. We said, we didn't say anything about Judah, but we said, guys, there's a rainbow. And I think it was our 7-year-old said, oh my gosh, Dad, Judah sent you a rainbow to say Happy Father's Day. And Micah got super excited, and he's like, Harrison's not out here, he has to see this. So he like runs back to the house, and I have it on video, but for their privacy, I'm gonna keep it private. But they were like so overwhelmed and immediately thought of Judah and immediately thought, this is for Dad. Like, this is amazing, you know? And so they notice it. They do. They notice the beauty. But we have to remind them, I feel like, a little bit so they can see more of it. Because how great is that? When something really tragic happens, it's easy to get something called catastrophic thinking. And Ryan and I have had this for years. We're aware of it, and we know it's a problem. We try to work through it, but it's where you automatically think, this is gonna go terribly wrong. When I was pregnant with Savannah, it was like, every single appointment, it's catastrophic thinking. Like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get bad news today. I have to brace myself for this. Or somebody calls who doesn't normally call you, they usually text or something, it's like, oh my gosh, something's wrong. You know, it's like the pit of your stomach. And it's really easy to do that when you've been through something really hard. We got into the habit of that, and it makes things like this, like we get a hailstorm and it destroys the side of our house. Like, figures, you know? Like, gosh. I would say it like helps lessen the blow of when things do go terribly wrong, but it's not a healthy way of thinking. So we're trying to get out of the habit of that. We're trying to be more positive, and especially for the kids, kind of set that example of being positive. So we're gonna try to take this idea that the goodness that you experience depends on your ability to notice it. And I'm gonna see if having that outlook kind of makes things a little bit better, because we still have beautiful things around here. We still have abundance. My pantry's full of canned goods from last year, and you know, we've run out of some things, but we're doing good. When my husband lost his job for 8 months, like we survived. We ate. We had a lot of food. We're doing all right. So, more of that and a little bit less of, oh, figures. Figures is what happened to us, right? Does feel that way sometimes, though. Down the road, they didn't get hail. So it was like our little stretch here, and then into the local town they got some pea-sized hail, but I haven't heard of anybody else having hail quite as big as what we got right here, and it just felt very personal. Like Mother Nature had sent this especially for us, and so it's very easy to get into that thinking, but I'm working on it. We're gonna see more joy, more goodness, more beauty, and we're gonna point it out to our kids, and hopefully they'll start to feel the same way too, and maybe it'll kind of shift everybody into more happiness. We'll see. COVID hit. Within a year we lost Judah, and then Savannah was hospitalized for her first Christmas because she got pneumonia really bad. That was really hard. That was right before we moved here. The month before we closed on this place. And then we moved. Ryan had a stroke. Found a hole in his heart. Heart surgery. Finally recovered from that. Then he lost his job. Unemployed in the tech industry for a good long time. No income. We're on our feet right now. And so bad things like continue to happen, but it just seems so minor compared to the big things that happen. Because not only do we have catastrophic thinking, but then it like happens to us, right? Like you like worry that you have a health issue, and then all of a sudden your husband has a stroke, or like you worry about losing your job or your income, and then all of a sudden like it's gone. It's just, how do we change our brains while these things are happening to us? How do we change our brains to like see the good, to like see the positivity in it? And these things are happening to our children too. Like they're seeing it. There's no way for them not to feel when you have no income. Like, so they're experiencing it. They're seeing the negativity of it. We're trying not to, I don't know. We probably just need therapy. We'll see. For now, I'm so happy with this abundance. I'm actually really happy today. I am in a good place. I think this is amazing. So Ryan just pulled in with all the pork. I'm gonna show you what we've got, starting with pork steaks and bacon. And we're gonna work our way through this freezer, or these coolers, get everything put away. The downside to where we have our pork done is they don't come with weights on them. And so by requirement, we have to have them labeled with weights to sell them and to have them here. So This will be a huge project for me for the next couple days of just getting everything weighed and labeled, but then I'll be able to get some sales out there. 4th of July sales for brats. We're restocked on brats. I'm so excited. I really am. Like, I should just be a pig farmer. The pigs and harvesting pigs and selling by the cut and selling by the share is my favorite part of this farm. So, super exciting day.
This is...
1 of 3. So that's 1 pig.
Yeah, that's a whole pig. I would not be able to lift it had it not been up in the truck.
Whoa, look at these bacon.
They're awesome.
They're huge. That's a huge pack of bacon. That's more than we usually get. Beautiful. Ham steaks. Oh my gosh. Is this whole thing bacon and ham steaks? I'm so excited. Okay, let's do... Last time we got ham steaks, we had smaller pigs, so we got like... They were all packaged like this with two little guys in a pack. These are all beautiful, like full. There's like a couple of these are just the ends, but the rest are all big, beautiful ham steaks. Wow, those are the best hams I think we've ever had. Look at that.
They're huge.
They're beautiful. That's a beautiful cut of meat. All right, let's see if bacon will stand up in these little ones. I don't know, they're huge. I don't know if we've ever had bacon that looked this good. They're like, good. You always get a couple little like odds and ends ones. These are the ones that my family eats. I'll set those aside. And then we sell the beautiful ones. Oh my gosh, they all taste good. I don't care what they look like. 50 packs of bacon that are the nice, beautiful ones. And 24 packs of the smaller ones. So I'll price these differently, but they're just packaged a little bit smaller. 6 half hams. So from 3 pigs, this is just the ham and bacon. Cooler number 2, brats, brat patties, ribs, pork sausage, and hocks. Number 3, we got ground pork. We had some more ham steaks in there. Pork roasts, pork hocks, pork chops, and pork links. I still have 6 bags of liver, so I'll have to find something to do with these. Probably thaw them out and make pet treats right away out of them so that they're shelf stable. That's everything. I've got a few boxes left. Just of the little guys. This was a good purchase. I'll link those little boxes. Otherwise, in my freezer video that we did last week, I've got all the different boxes linked that we use for different things. But man, a total restock. Absolute abundance. Super excited about that. What is your favorite pork recipe? Leave it for me in the comments. We do a lot of cooking with pork, obviously, because we grow a ton of it. But what's your favorite? Something new that maybe we can try out. We do a lot of stir fry, obviously pork chops, so we do breaded pork chops and gravy, grilled pork chops, pulled pork, all the things. But what is your favorite pork recipe or your favorite pork product? For most people, it's the brats. We go through brats like crazy. I had a lot of the chops and roasts this time ground into brats because that's what people want. Let me know. What is your favorite? There's a lot of people that don't eat pork or they don't eat very much of it. You guys are missing out. Next month, we got beef going to the butcher, so that'll be exciting. I got one more freezer that's almost cleared out, ready for that. But otherwise, yeah. I didn't show you guys the lard. We got a ton of lard too. We're gonna have to do something with that. I still got lard from last time, so we'll just keep rendering that down. Keep working on it. My roaster's got broth in it right now, but that's it. A little bit of positivity, negativity talk that you didn't ask for. Thanks for sticking with me all the way to the end. So you guys are the best. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Bye guys.